sketching the world with me, Kat. I'm an artist and writer from Australia, but my dream is to sketch the world, and currently I'm in New York doing just that. I haven't been filming a lot while I've been out sketching, just because I keep forgetting to film. I get so caught up in my sketching that I completely forget to film it. Oops, which is fine. I guess it's better to do that than to be mucking around, getting, you know, perfect camera set up, getting everything done to film. Like, my focus is sketching, the filming secondary. And that's the way it should be, I guess. But what I thought I'd do is just show you what I have been doing, and then we'll have a bit of a chat at the end of the video about my sketching. And you can see the sketches I've done and my thoughts about the sketching. So stay tuned till the very end for that. I'm at the airport. I was hoping I could book into an earlier flight and not have the tight connection in Sydney, but no luck, so now I've just got to wait around for my flight to open. I've checked in and I've got time to do some sketching before my flight. First flight to Sydney, and I made my connection in Sydney. I'm going to New York via Canada. Made it. Woohoo! I'm in New York. It's my first morning in New York, and this is the view from my window. The weather's not looking great today, unfortunately, so I'm not going to venture far from my apartment. I'd like to go and do more stuff, but also it's a sad day and I feel like I'll be quite busy doing anything touristy. So yeah, just hang around the neighbourhood and hopefully get some sketching done.
It's me, and Times Square. It's so loud here. And I've just realised I left my sketchbook back in my apartment. Oh no, so there'll be lots of photographs today, no sketching. Okay, I'm on the Fraunhofer bus and we're about to head around New York City.
I was starving after the bus, so I went to Applebee's for lunch. I didn't realise they were so expensive. The guys at the hot dog stands wanted like $8 for a hot dog. $8 US. And I didn't have any cash on me, so instead I went to the Magnolia Bakery and got this awesome banana pudding. First up, Dumbo. Oh, first up, that was at the airport. It's not a great sketch. I was just killing some time. That plane. Oh, I made that very short and stumpy little plane. Then I went to a diner and I started sketching, but then my food came and I was not able to finish the sketch. And then by the time I finished eating, there was people lined up outside wanting to get a table. It was raining, so they're all out there under their umbrellas and everything. And I thought it's kind of not a very nice thing to be sitting here at the table sketching while people are waiting to come in. So yeah, I just left it at that. Next up, Dumbo, my day out in Dumbo. This was the first sketch I did. Yeah, I wasn't 100% happy with that, but I thought it worked as a warm-up, getting the city in, getting the Brooklyn Bridge, not the Manhattan Bridge, Dumbo is down under the Manhattan Bridge, but you also get the Brooklyn Bridge. Then this was a very quick one. I kind of like this, the very quick, very simple sketch. And then I did another one on coloured paper. I've had it up on my wall, actually, stuck up on the wall in my apartment. And yeah, this was in oil crayons, just getting everything down. I have to admit, I went to Dumbo. It was a New York Urban Sketches meetup, and I got there and I saw the Urban Sketches, and I don't know whether it was because of jet lag or whatever, but I just had this bit of shyness, so I didn't bother introducing myself to them or anything. I'm not normally like that. I'm normally okay with just going up and introducing myself to people, but yeah, I didn't. And then I left and went off and did my own thing, which was going to Shake Shack. But yeah, I quite liked using the red paper, and that was a fun sketch. So then the next day, I also did this one where I was just sitting on the street. One thing I love about New York is lots of seating on the street, and it's very easy to get stuck in and do a sketch while you're sitting around. Then, skip those for now. Yeah. Oh yeah, I had the day on the hop on, hop off bus, and I didn't do any sketching because I left my sketchbook at home. I did think about going to buy another sketchbook somewhere in the city, but I've got so many of them. And I thought, well, it would be quite nice to have a day where I don't sketch. So then I had after that, I had a day in the city. I've got one day that I just want to make a whole video of because it was one of my favourite parts of New York so far. So we'll skip forward. This was just a day of bumming around in the city. I think I actually started, the first sketch I did was Radio City Music Hall. I actually had this plan before I came to New York of sketching the front of the Radio City Music Hall with one of the food trucks down here, a food truck in the foreground. But yeah, I messed up the scale. The food truck never got in there. But I might go back before I leave New York and get that done. Then this was at the New York Library, just looking. I was sitting on a seat here and looking towards the front door. Very simple ink, fine liner sketch. I kind of wish that I'd worked a bit more on the light because there was nice light coming in through here. There, oh, these are from later. This is the trouble. I'm so far behind on editing editing videos that I've got all these sketches from later on in my trip that aren't going to be in this video. I was getting very anxious about how I was so behind on editing, but then I sort of thought, well, it isn't that important. Like, of course it's important. I want to share everything with you and get my stuff up, but it's not so important that I get it done urgently. Like, it's better to experience things than to document them. And even better, well, it's good to document them too, but yeah, it's better to experience things than to edit yourself experiencing them and just be sitting in your room staring at four walls, which is what I'm doing today because I needed a break from running around the city. So yeah, that was at Central Station. Such an amazing building. I had no idea how imposing the Central Station building was, and I just want to keep that very simple, so I just did it with the Pitt pens, the double-sided Pitt pens. Then that was later, so we'll just leave that. And this is my all-time favorite building in New York, maybe my favorite building in the world, the Chrysler Building. I really want to sketch it, and I was running around trying to, running around online, not physically, trying to find the best view of the Chrysler Building. And then I had a few sites bookmarked, got into the city, completely forgot about what I'd bookmarked, and was just walking down the street and like, whoa, Chrysler Building. And then there was a Sephora store with window sills you could sit on with a perfect view of the Chrysler Building. Thank you, Sephora. I will never buy your makeup because most of it is tested on animals, but I will use your windowsill as a nice seat for sketching. I kind of wish, yeah, I'd done that bit smaller. It's really hard because I want to get in the detail of this bit which makes the Chrysler Building, but that meant that this is cut off. So it's, yeah, maybe I'll do a second sketch. I need to just get an enormous sketch pad so I can fit in all the detail and the rest of the building. But yeah, that was all the sketching I'd done up to that point. It's so funny looking back on these sketches now because you know what it's like when you're on holidays, like stuff that happened a week ago feels like 10 years. But yeah, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. There's going to be heaps more New York stuff coming, hopefully soon. Oh, it's just been so slow editing too. I'm using my iPad to edit on, and my editing program isn't putting things in chronological order. It's putting them in random order. So that's just driving me nuts. But yeah, there will be stuff coming soon. And don't be a hater, be a roller skater. This is a smelly sticker. It smells like strawberries. Because everyone is a 10-year-old child when it comes to stickers, I think. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, thumbs up. If you want to see more of my content, subscribe. And otherwise, watch the videos linked below for more New York content, and I'll be back real soon. Bye from New York.